My detective hat on. Hello, Sydney, Australia. Hello, down under. Let's go down under. Let's go down under to Sydney, Australia. I love you too, baby. I love you too. Welcome to the show, honey. We've got so much to get into. Flying saucers are flying over Meghan and Harry's house. Taylor Swift. You guys hear that Taylor Swift's fans are wearing diapers to her concert because they don't want to get up and miss a thing. So they're just defecating in their pants and crying and screaming. That concert, I bet you that concert just stinks. If you go to that concert and you smell something that stinks, it's someone's stinky diaper. That Errors concert is nothing but error. Come on in, everybody. We've got so much to talk about. Welcome to Total Trash Live. This is the show where I give you all the trash, Hollywood trash, West Hollywood trash, and tabloid trash. And we've got some good, juicy stories. And just like that, it's Pride. Happy birthday, Morgan. And just like that, it's Morgan's birthday. And just like that, it's Pride. Taylor Swift ate a mosquito during her concert last night. Honey, I know, I have the footage. We're going to watch and we're going to laugh. I went to Pride this weekend. I mean, it was exhausting. It's loud. It's loud. It's unhinged. Ugh. You know, and I have a horrible story because I lost my husband at World Pride. He went missing. Woo! Pride. It's your birthday on Thursday, Danny? Happy birthday, Danny. And I see all the birthday children. We're going to get to and just like that and everything. There's so much to talk about. But I went to Pride this weekend in West Hollywood. And I had a pretzel and I had calamari. So we had high, we had low. But I lost my husband, Reinhold. He went missing at World Pride in 2019. Okay, so if anybody sees him this Pride season, he's wearing a rainbow midriff shirt and sequin hot pants. If you see anybody dressed like that, grab them and pull them into your car. That's my husband. A map came up. Just forget it. You were late. Anyway, that's my husband. Pete, are you ready for a hop harvest? I don't know what that is. I don't know who she is. I don't know who that is. But what I do know is, listen, if you're trying to pick up a man during Pride, and of course we all are. Yes, my husband Reinhold, he's missing. If we're trying to pick up a husband during Pride, you've got to get one thing, and it's bone broth. I lather my body in bone broth. My bone broth brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right. It's better than yours. Damn right. It's better than yours. If you need it, you've got to charge. My bone broth brings all the queers to the yard. Damn right. It's better than yours. Damn right. It's better than yours. Do you like original recipe bone broth or extra crispy? Extra crispy. You lather your body in bone broth. It's a very good lubricant. Is Reinhold Lumina's father because they got abducted? Reinhold was one of my husband in 2019 before Lumina. But is it all connected? Is my alien daughter and Reinhold being missing connected? Maybe we'll have to find out. But yes, I highly recommend using bone broth to pick up a man, honey. With a little bit of Ozempic. Just be making love all night. Bone broth. You pick up a guy from Trunks in West Hollywood on Pride. You lure him in with the scent of your bone broth. And then you can eat the bone broth off each other while you guys are making love because it gives you energy. And you can use it for lubrication, for shape. Shucks. Thank you. You're welcome. And just like that, you use bone broth at Pride. Honey, did you guys hear that? Honey, Samantha's coming back. And just like that. And just like that, she snuck up on all those hoes. You do with chicken stock? That's good too, honey. What kind of bones do I need to start? Chicken. Where can you get the best bone broth? The best bone broth in Hollywood is at a grocery store called It's a high-end grocery store in Silver Lake called I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Erewhon and sometimes Y. It's like a cult in there. When I go in and I buy my bone broth, they're like, do you want to join? I'm like, join? Join what? Yeah, so that's why I get my bone broth. I have empty jars in my kitchen full of bone broths in wigs. So, honey, Kim Cattrall, a.k.a. Samantha, is coming back to it, and just like that. And this is what happened. So apparently, not even the showrunner, Michael Patrick King, asked her to do it. There was the head of HBO, which is called Max. And they asked her to do it, and she showed up, and nobody knew, neither did Carrie or anybody. And they filmed her in a car in Queens, and something's going to happen. Apparently, it's Samantha's big send-off. But I love that she just, like, they gave her a ton of money, and just like that, they met her rate. And she showed up, and, because none of them wanted her back after she badmouthed it. But, of course, she's going to swing back in and be like, what about me? And just like that, this is the scene between Carrie and Samantha. It's going to be the season finale on Just Like That. This is the scene. You ready? Hello, Carrie. It's me, Samantha Jones. Fuck you. And she goes off, drives off into the sunset. Isn't that what pride is all about? Isn't that what bone broth is all about? I think so. Oh my God, my television just came on by itself. Honey, there's been a lot of electrical... Oh my God. There is a lot of electrical incidences happening in my apartment, and I think I know why. Now, did you guys see... Maybe she runs them over. Oh my God, I would love if Samantha just, the girls are just walking to brunch in the new ones, and she just tries to run them over and kills them. Well, I always said that show should just end up being a murder show, where every episode, because they killed Bill, they killed Big, every episode another cast member gets murdered. So it's like, Charlotte's gone, and then all the side, sub characters are gone, and it's finally revealed that Miranda is a serial killer. And just like that, Miranda kills. That's the show I want to watch, honey. Don't you? She's just going to FaceTime Carrie. That's it. Calling it now. Yeah, I know. But there should be something more dramatic, like an attack. Like over the phone. I mean, like in the car. Is that so much to ask for? Low budget. No budget. Should unplug my microphone. The battery's low because I didn't have time to charge the phone. I was on a Zoom call for Pride. Here I am. I'm back, right, darling? Okay, now, is everybody back? Now listen. As you know, my co-host Lumina, and she's also my daughter, is the co-host of Total Trash Live. But, unfortunately, she has gone missing, just like my first husband, Reinhold. Tonight's microphone is sponsored by Ashton Drake. Please welcome my newest co-host, Marilyn. My daughter Lumina has gone missing, and all that's been left behind is her foot. I found my new co-host, Marilyn, playing with Lumina's foot. So So please be kind and welcome my newest co-host, Marilyn and Lumina's Foot. If anybody is out there sees my daughter, okay. If anybody out there sees my daughter Lumina, please let me know. And I think it has something to do with this. Did you guys see? A flying saucer was allegedly spotted hovering near Harry and Meghan's $14 million mansion outside Los Angeles. E.T. phoned the former royals. That was Lumina. Honey, what is she trying to do? She's trying to move out. She's trying to... Okay, now if you're going to do this, you can't be the co-host and try to upstage me. Is my daughter Lumina... Girl, please. Is my daughter Lumina trying to move out from me, try to run away from me, and try to move in with a shush? Is that the kind of daughter I have? If Lumina is leaving me for the shush, then she cannot come back. You think Marilyn chewed off Lumina's foot? Are you unhinged? Tell us, are you unhinged? Did you do this to Lumina's foot? Did you? Did you cut off my daughter's foot? Answer me. Are you a rabid pussy? You threw shade at me, honey. Watch my daughter's foot. Gosh darn it. My daughter's missing. This show is really unhinged tonight. Anyway, what do you think is behind this? You think this is my daughter Lumina? Or you think this is Camilla Parker Bowles? Is Camilla Parker Bowles an alien and she's trying to kidnap one of the Sussexes? What are you talking about? I had to shut off my pussy. You need bone broth. You need fish broth. Doesn't that sound good, fish broth? The tea's here, darling. Who is she? Who is she? Oh, honey, the fashions, the Pride fashions, Target is not happy about, people complaining about Target carrying Pride fashions. First of all, there is no fashions at Target. I don't care if it's Pride or non-Pride. Fashions at Target, that's like jumbo shrimp. Put Marilyn down. I would like to be Sheila in the hallway listening to this unhinged dialogue. Well, speaking of my neighbor Sheila, I have a new neighbor across the hall, in the next building, and she was on a phone call yesterday on speakerphone, fighting with her boyfriend, and they must be recently in long distance romances because she lives here and he lives somewhere else. And his name was Dante's Inferno, and he was mad. Oh, he was mad because she was out at some Hollywood party, and she was screaming, honey, and I was, of course, listening up against the window in the bathroom because that's where you get the best. I hear all the neighbors the best through the bathroom window, and I was listening. What do you think somebody should do like that? What advice would you give if somebody's boyfriend doesn't want you to go out and hang out with your girls and dance? Honey, I said, you've got to get it pumping, jumping, starting, pumping, do it, pumping. Honey, if you can't listen to no man tell you what to do, you got to, raise the roof and get in a flying saucer and get away from them. I know, honey, this show's unhinged tonight. Ugh. What was I going to say about Target? I don't know. I go there quite often. Oh, I know what it is. So next week's more Pride. Because there's West Hollywood Pride. Then there's LA Pride. Now, West Hollywood Pride is in West Hollywood. And LA Pride's downtown. But that's not downtown LA Proud. Do you get it? Downtown LA Proud is in August. Okay, so it's not Pride, it's Proud. Do you get it? I don't. But here she is, and she's proud. And then next week, Mariah Carey's performing at LA Pride, which is not downtown LA Proud, which is downtown. And Mariah Carey's performing at it. at the same night that Janet Jackson's at the Hollywood Bowl. I mean, who is doing the scheduling? That's homophobia. Is Target behind it? Whoever was the person in charge of scheduling LA Pride the same night that Janet Jackson is performing I don't think is a homosexual. It is one problem after another. Because I'm going to Janet Jackson, but now I can't go to Maryland. Or not Maryland, Mariah. I can go to Maryland right here whenever I want. Isn't she gorge? My new sidekick. Now we gotta get to these tabloids. Get to the nearest discotheque. Honey, who you telling? I was at Pride. Ugh. Now, oh yes, so here's this. If anybody is into summer reading, do you guys like to read books? I don't like to read books, but I like to read people. I highly recommend this book. It's called Trainwreck. It's the Anna Nicole Smith story. But look how, it's very thin. It's not a very long story. But I highly recommend this. It's a great cover. This is a great book to read at the beach. Because you won't be there long enough to get burned, because it's not very long. I'm trying to put up this Taylor Swift thing. Is anybody going to the Taylor Swift concert? And are you going to be wearing diapers? And what kind of diapers? Pampers or Depends? I would wear Depends. Now, also, we're going to get to these tabloids in a second. Oh, but first, it's 7:30. It's time for Inside Edition. Right after this commercial for Joyba. Honey, this episode is askew tonight. Unhinged. Who would do this to me?
Taylor Swift is having a coughing fit in the middle of the concert. A bug just flew into her mouth and she gulped it down.
She swallows.
Hey, even bugs are huge fans.
Is there any chance
she swallows?
Meanwhile, reports...
Oh, she swallowed a bug. I hope it wasn't a bee. Did you know that there's giant bees, swarms attacking people in California? Adults who go to Taylor Swift concerts are unhinged. Yes, honey, and they're wearing diapers. There's swarms of bees in Los Angeles. I was at the Griffith Park for Pride. It's always Pride. And I heard bzzz. It was like under the ground. There was a swarm. I could have been stung to death while I ate my watermelon from Target and while I read my book, Trainwreck. Can you imagine if they just found me stung to death and the only thing that was in my hand was a bloody hand gripping Trainwreck while I was swarmed to death? And I'm not talking about Beehive, but Beyonce. Honey, it's an unhinged summer. It's an unhinged summer. Are you a train wreck? It's an unhinged summer. Are you a train wreck? Speaking of train wreck, have you guys seen The Weeknd's new face? Let's take a gander. She's got new cheekbones, new lips, a new nose. She's new, honey. She's The Weeknd. She's 3-day weekend. She's long weekend. She's holiday weekend. What do we think about this? I mean, and she looks thinner. Ozempic, clearly. You gotta do what you gotta do. Thank you for my shirt. I got it at the Keith Haring exhibit downtown at the Broad. I highly recommend it for Pride. And just like that. But what do you think about the Weeknd shirt? So excited for the Weeknd. I mean, not the Weeknd shirt. The Weeknd's face. Look at her face. It was Ozempic and it was surgery. Do you guys like The Weeknd's new song with Madonna? I like it, honey. I like it. What do you think about that Marilyn? Do you like? Are you Fabergé? You're Fabergé. Your kitty. You're Fabergé. Your puss. It's not the same without Lumina, but I have to do what I have to do. Lumina left me, and she just left me with a foot. 1 foot at home and 1 foot out the door. That face! That face! Ugh. What are you going to do? Now let's get to these tabloids, honey, because there's some good juice. Are you ready? Because they're really coming for Kelly Clarkson. Since you've been gone. They're saying she's the new queen of mean. Kelly Clarkson, TV's new queen of mean. Behind the scenes on Toxic Talk Show. Bullied staffers in tears. Why it's worse than Ellen. Worse than her? I don't think so. Ex-husband Brandon was right. He was right? Oh, I guess we'll have to get into it. We'd have to get all the inside scoop. Look at this first page. What's going on with these people? Everyone on this first page looks absolutely askew, unhinged. Welcome to Hollywood. We're insane. Kelly Clarkson, is this your fault too? Shakira gives creepy Cruz the brush off. Oh, honey, nobody wants to date him. You'll be kidnapped. Shakira was flattered that Tom showed interest, but she's not into him. Yeah, honey, because she'll be kidnapped. Love challenged Tom Cruise. I love that he's love challenged. Love challenged Tom Cruise targeted sexy singer Shakira for romance, but sources say she shot down the Top Gun. She shot down that plane. This came out of nowhere for Shakira. 1 minute she's being friendly and then posing with Tom, and the next he's coming on strong and telling the world she's his dream woman. Yeah, the dream is from another planet. She'll just be kidnapped and taken to another planet. And what are those things called? Those Zimas. The Zumas that are inside them. Oh no, honey. Oh my God. Paranoid Britney sleeps with a knife. Well, I don't think that's unusual. I'm not going to say that I don't or do sleep with a knife, but honey, these are unhinged times. Spears fears being put back under conservatorship. Yeah, honey, and he's probably behind it. Ashigari wants an intervention. Paranoid Britney Spears has terrifying obsession with knives that's triggered dread and panic among her loved ones, including hubby Ashigari. An explosive new documentary claims Britney, who was free from a 13-year conservatorship in November 2021, run by her dad, sleeps with a blade under her pillow because she's terrified of being back under control. Honey, she's ready to shank. She will shank. That's right, thetans. She will shake thetans. If Tom Cruise comes to get her and those thetans, she will shank them. Sources say she guzzles so much caffeine she often stays awake 3 days in a row. Oh no, honey. He loves her and wants so badly to make it work. Yeah, honey, he loves that American Express card. No, honey. The knives aren't great, because maybe knives is behind this leg that's chopped off by my daughter. That I'll never get over that she's missing. Oh, here it is. Fallen Idol. Kelly's grim toxic shock. And she has toxic shock syndrome on top of being nasty. Critics call Clarkson's TV new queen of mean, and she says she's out of touch with workers. Tormented talk show staffers bear backstage bullying and intimidation. Well, she's probably in a lot of pain because she has toxic shock. Slammed by fans for ignoring charges. She's presiding over a toxic workplace and battling talking head Kelly Clarkson is promising to take leadership training. Leadership training? Honey, you have to be a talk show host. One ex-employee says, working on the show was by far the worst experience I've ever had in my entire life. Say when I was traumatized, really traumatized. Oh, please. I once had to answer phones for a customer service center. That was the most traumatizing job I've ever had. And I just ended up unplugging the phone. How dare they? I would work for Kelly Clarkson. Her wardrobe is getting worse and worse. So it's probably because she has toxic shock and she's in a lot of pain. She has grim toxic shock, and that's why she's being nasty to all her employees. Oh my God, Jane Fonda's jacking off a statue. Honey, everyone's unhinged. Is there anything else in this one? Look at these two ding-dongs. Bennifer! J-Lo and Ben's marriage is in ruins. Can't stop fighting in public. She's faking it. He's miserable. Family begs him to bail. Just get out of there. Look at his face. He's mad. Arguing on May 10th. Honey, they know the dates these people are arguing. Uh-oh, not Reba. Gwen guns for Reba. Look at her. She's laughing. She's trying to get Reba. She's probably going to shank her with that Britney knife. Stefani and McIntyre will go head-to-head in the new version of The Voice. Gwen guns for Reba. Country queen Reba McIntyre has taken over Blake Shelton's coach chair of The Voice. But sources tell the National Enquirer Blake's wife Gwen Stefani is not at all thrilled about the challenge to her newfound queen bee status. Gwen is gunning for Reba. But Reba was Annie Get Your Gun on Broadway. So who has the gun? Gun and Gwen. She's looking for an opportunity to make sure Reba is crystal clear about who is the true star of the show. Now that Blake has finally left her for greener pastures. She wants Reba to fall in line like everybody else. Oh, yes, honey. Hi, I'm Reba. You can't tell me nothing. I got shit kickers on. I'm walking in the spider webs. You know what, honey? This is a star. Dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun. Look at this crown. And look at this tiara. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. Kate sticks it to Camilla. With what? Brittany's shank? Honey, look. Kate Middleton. Princess Kate seemed to hide her true feelings about her mother-in-law until after Queen Elizabeth's death. Oh, she hates her. She refuses to curtsy to the new queen in public. She snubbed her after being disrespected. Look how horrible that crown looks on her head. She doesn't have royal, she doesn't have that royal it factor. She's gonna stab her with this crown. But then she can fight back with this crown. Crown on crown fight. Steely Princess Kate wasted no time in snubbing newly crowned Queen Camilla at the spectacular coronation ceremony, boldly throwing tinder on the ferocious power struggle that has exploded between the two strong-willed women, high-level palace enquirers, tell the National Enquirer. Prince William's wife projects an easygoing public image, handling difficult situations and people without a misstep. But behind her dazzling smile, she's no pushover, especially when it comes to royal politics. Oh. Kate's medal was on full display at the coronation when she refused to curtsy. According to royal biographer Tom Bower, the simmering feud was fueled when Kate, wife of the heir to the throne, was forbidden from inviting more than 4 family members to the historic event. Camilla also brushed off the people who had spent years toiling in her Herculean task of changing her image from tawdry mistress to respected queen. Honey, this article is absolutely askew, unhinged. Look at this smile. Good morning. Good morning. She looks like she shoves the kids in the oven. They should throw the crowns at each other like Xena warrior princesses. I wish. How will this all end? She would normally let her youth and beauty overshadow Camilla, but the gloves are off. King Charles's wife has met her match. Around the palace, Kate is considered the real queen, and Camilla is just a pretender to the throne. Hearty har har har. What a bunch of ding-dongs. Oh, I want this. Isn't this gorgeous? It's some sort of lamp. And then you put, it's God's light shine on you. Let God's light shine on you. It's a lamppost with personalized interchangeable banners. Sturdy rechargeable metal lampposts can be stacked anywhere in the sunlight. Greg Olson's artwork is reproduced in full color. Only from the Bradford Exchange. Acquire each edition. Look at this. Good morning, Jesus. God's light will shine on you. I want that. I want this for Pride. This is my Pride flag. This is my Pride flag. I want this. Oh, she's unhinged. Do you think Kate Kelly Clarkson is really a queen of mean, the new queen of mean of daytime TV? I don't know if that's true. She's moving the show to New York. Is it because everybody at the Burbank Studios hates her? Honey, if you want to know who the real queen of mean is, it's me! And my wonderful daughter and new co-host, Marilyn. This is the queen. This is the queen of mean. What's my Megan Thee Stallion outfit going to be? Honey, I'm not going to the Pride there because I'm seeing Janet that night. Oh, wait, no, Megan's the night before. Oh, honey, I can't keep track of all these Pride events. Honey, the Pride's happening right here, right now. Yeah, honey, are you proud? A proud pussy. This is your toy to play with. Well, Lumina is missing. My daughter, my co-host is missing. Oh my God. And just like that, Lumina's back in a whole new hairstyle. Honey, what is this hair? Oh no, honey, where did you go to get this hairdo? Were you traveling through Bakersfield? This is not a good look. You have some sort of mullet. Oh no, honey. Who will win as the new co-host of Total Trash Live? Will it be Lumina with her mullet or this cat? What's your take on Prince Harry's testimony? Well, she didn't show up to testify because probably she was kidnapped by a flying saucer. We are a family. Where's my microphone? We are a family, like a giant tree, climbing up to the world. Lumina looks like Mary J. Blige. Thank you. I take that as a very good compliment. Look at this hairstyle she got. Lumina is just changing. Oh, we still gotta get this foot fixed. Lumina, you just think that by getting a new hairdo, people won't look at your foot? Shut up! Now you be quiet. My other sidekick, Marilyn, won't shut up. Lumina, take care of her. Oh, your wig. Oh, Lumina, your wig. You got it, girl. If this isn't the most unhinged episode of the show, this show needs to be absolutely canceled. Gosh darn it! Oh. Well, anyway, I gotta go. Thank you so much for tuning into another edition of Total Trash Live. I'm sweaty and I'm proud. And just like that, this show has gone really off the hinges. But just like that, I'm proud. Can I recap WeHo Pride with one word? Calamari. I'm glad you enjoyed Total Trash Live. And so much more will be for you in the future. Until then, say goodnight. Bye, everybody. Say goodbye, Marilyn. Oh, now she's sleeping. Ta-ta for now. And if you see my husband, if you see my missing gay husband at Pride, who was last seen at World Pride 2019, remember, he was last seen wearing a rainbow midriff shirt. Shut up! And silver sequin short shorts. If you see anybody walking around like that at Pride, that's my husband. Just kidnap him and bring him back to me. Thank you.